right here.
1 minute into. Look at the face of Bellows in just over a minute. Edgar Berlanga, 15 straight knockouts to start his career. Bellows had never been taken out. He gets rid of them like that.
Oh, he did something wrong. He did something wrong. He's doing push-ups right now.
His trainer, Andre Rozier, said to him, you got to improve on something. So you do the push-ups. This kid has never gone back to the corner to even get instructions in fight from his trainer.
He just punches, he punches bad intentions, but you just hear the sound of those punches landing on their body, on their head. Just devastating.
But listen, what I love about Berlanga, he loaded up at the end there, but he's not trying to throw hard. That's the thing. He's naturally powerful. He's just letting the shots go and they land heavy.
He's so powerful that look at the cut he opened up on that left eye. And look at his ear. I mean, this kid just thuds. What do we have here in the super middleweight division? The chosen one. From Brooklyn, New York. The New York-based power-punching prospect. All right, let's take you through the replays and show you how he continued the streak.
You see the first round, he's not throwing hard. He's just letting his shots go. He saw an opening, and he threw the shot. And it just lands heavy because the power is natural. It's God giving us a gift. Here we see again, he thought a shot was coming, it didn't. Just missed that shot, he lands it.
Did you see the blood come out on impact?
Just on that overhand right. Now he's loading up a little bit because he knows he has Bellows hurt. I got a little nervous, and I'm looking at the ref like, ref, you may want to get in there because Berlanga's got...
Tim, here's the thing when we talk about heavy hands. Even the glancing blows, even the blows that aren't flush are doing damage. Did you see the blood on impact from the right hand? Did you see the look in the eyes of Bellows on the left hook? Anything that touches,
he takes his time. Yes. He puts it together. Yes. And then boom, he lands the shot. He hurts you, and then he gets rid of you. That's what I love about Berlanga, man. Takes his time. I still want to see more. I want to see him in the later round.
I want to see a second round,
but guys, but listen, man, when you have that type of punching power, God-given talent like that, man, it's so hard to stop.
Somewhere Tracy Morgan and Fat Joe are partying deep into the night. This is their guy. Let's make it official. Here's Mark Chinook. Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, referee Robert Hoyle calls a stop to this bout at 1 minute, 19 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by technical knockout, Edgar, the chosen one, Berlanga. See the Puerto Rican flag, Puerto Rican family in New York. He grew up a huge Tito Trinidad fan. He was at Tito's fights at Madison Square Garden. Went against William County back in the day. I'll tell you what we're going to do, because you have the luxury of doing this when it's Edgar Berlanga. We're going to show you the full fight over, and the two of you can take us through what you see with your expert eye. Here it is, start to finish.
Both guys are coming out, trying to establish distance, the speed of your opponent. That's what Berlanga's doing right now. He walked a little bit to his right. He started landing his jab, and once you land your jab, you understand your range. Nice check hook right there.
Even that hook right there, he didn't poke hard. Let go. It landed hard. Even the left jab. That's how you know you're facing a puncher. When you can hit squares against the jab, you get buzz like, oh boy, this is a lot. Right here, stop. Harder than I thought it was going to get you. That's when you know you're facing a real puncher. You saw it in the eyes of Bellows. His eyes were as wide as saucers, and he didn't have the same confidence he had yesterday in the fight arena.
And then you see that little movement right there from Bellows. You saw his legs, and you know if I saw that, you know that Berlanga saw it as well. And that's the reason why you see him getting real aggressive, but he's still staying behind himself. He's not rushing anything. He's solid right there. Lunging a little bit with that right hand. But you can see he's still trying to stay underneath himself to land a hard shot.
Now at this point, I tell you, the first round knockout was in reach, and you start to see him kind of sacrifices for him a little bit and really look for the knockout like we see right here. So not only did the along with that speed, and he knows how to get himself in position to. Talking again, Andre Rozier is to continue to challenge Berlanga in the gym with top flight sparring. If you can't get it in the fights right now, you got to challenge him in the gym, and you can't become enamored with your fighter. And I don't think Dre will. He'll keep challenging him because one day he'll go past the first round, and you want him to be ready.
And I just want to remind everybody, Linnell Bellows, a 20-win veteran, had never been stopped. 25-3 record. Tonight was the first time he was stopped, and it happens in the first round. It happened 79 seconds into the fight. The average length of fight for Berlanga was 95. He did it in 70. Bernard.
I had to pay. You did pay, but you were very emphatic in saying, I'm a monster. What was that about? What was that effusiveness coming from?
I guess because he's never been stopped before, and now I'm the first person to stop him in the first round. So, it was just off emotion of how I really felt. For all the critics out there, all the media, I just felt it in me that I had to say that.
All right, so now you improved to 15-0, 15 consecutive first round knockouts. This was a scheduled 8-rounder. What's the next step for you?
We're looking to fight in December. I just spoke to Bob right now, so he's looking to put me on in December. I'm actually looking forward to fighting next year in Puerto Rico, and then also finishing, on June, the Puerto Rican Day weekend. So God willing, everything goes right, man. We can make it happen.
Looking forward to that. Really good.
And before we stop, I want to just say a shout out to my family, to my coach, Steve Orlando, my father. I want to thank Glenn Story. I want to thank Stevie J Automotive from Queens, man. I want to thank everybody that's tuning in. Y la gente mía de Puerto Rico, te quiero mucho.
Thank you very much. All right, another big win for Edgar Berlanga. I don't want to be on the end of one of those shots. So, Joe, we send it back to you.
No, I don't think anybody does, Bernardo. He does it again, 15 for 15. And, folks, we've got an excellent co-feature fight coming up with Junior Welterweights, and then it's the big one, the Undisputed Championship of the World. You can always get better. You can always work harder. The young man doing push-ups after the first round knockout.
You know the saying, life is uncertain, have dessert first? Must be the thinking behind the new Atkins dessert bars. 4 rich, amazing recipes, and 1 gram of sugar. Anyone for dessert?
Try Dolce de Leche. New and only at Target. Dolce de Leche. He knows that his truck will take care of him, and he takes care of his truck. WeatherTech has always been the ultimate protection. From floor lamps to no-drill mud flaps to tech liner for your truck bed to bump stop to the handy under-seat storage system. Your cup holder keeps you secure in any cup holder. Order your American-made products at WeatherTech.com. Joy ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades of inhibiting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair in the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day. Clean shave and clean face.
Sometimes constipation happens. It happens to birds. It happens to dogs. And it happens to all of us. Luckily, there's Colace. It's the #1 doctor-recommended stool softener brand for occasional constipation.
Are you ready for some fireworks on Monday night? Kylo is ready. Zeke is ready. Are you ready for Monday night?
There's much more to basketball than basketball. Like life, it's unpredictable. But it's in that second you think about giving up that they win. So you never stop. Give it all you've got. Mind, body, and soul.
Use every strength.
But every test, every barrier is just another chance to rise.
Who's playing? Doesn't matter.
Closing in on the super fight between Loma and Lopez, Joe Tessitore and the crew here in Vegas. Teofimo Lopez says, I have a lot of rage. We got under the skin of Lomachenko a little bit this week. A lot of analysis coming your way. Here's what Max Kellerman expects. Max.
Thanks, Joe. This is easily the biggest fight since the global pandemic hit. It is the best fight that can be made at lightweight, and it is for really all the marbles at 135 pounds. And what's so interesting to me is what is Lomachenko known for doing to the best fighters in the world in and around his weight division, making them quit, making them give up. It's hard to imagine Teofimo Lopez quitting. It's also hard to imagine the great Vasily Lomachenko losing, especially by knockout, being separated from his senses. The best thing about boxing, the very pinnacle of sports, is in a fight where, before the opening bell, you have two fighters. Hard to imagine either losing, either being separated from their will, having another man's will imposed upon them, physically, literally. And yet, moments before that bell rings, you know that's about to happen to one of these guys. Something is about to happen. And then you have ding, ding, round one. It's the best sports has to offer, and it's happening tonight on ESPN.
Max, that moment of the ding, ding, that anticipation of the bell of the first round between Loma and Lopez, and then the anticipation that perhaps you can get hot, you can catch, because there is a ton, and I mean a ton of action going down all over the place. But here in Vegas, we have talked to the casino managers. These are the most updated odds with Caesars Sportsbook by William Hill. Loma has risen now to a minus 420 favorite. Lopez is plus 330. A very attractive play for many is the total rounds. Right now it's at 10.5. Under or over 10.5 rounds. But here's what the casino managers are saying. They're saying the public absolutely loves Teofimo. That the ticket count is high on Teofimo Lopez. But that the big whales, the biggest bets are coming in on Vasily Lomachenko. The biggest bet that was booked this afternoon was for Lomachenko. It was Alexander Usyk, former cruiserweight champion, checking in with his dear friend Vasily Lomachenko. This is a look live in the locker room of the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world. We're just a fight away from Loma and Lopez for everything. That'd be crazy. This is going to be
No, in the basement. Can't we just get in the running car?
You're crazy? It's happening in the chasers.
If you're in a horror movie, you make poor decisions. That's what you do. You want to save 15% or more on car insurance? It's the thing I can. It's what you do.
Outside your window, the wild is still wild, and warm and full of wonder. Outside your window, the wild is waiting. Don't forget to bring a snack. Nature Valley. We are better outside.
No points on award. No judges sway. The English is home. How the fight game is played. The statements.
Teofimo Lopez, whether you hate him, whether you like him, you still gonna watch him.
The stairs. The order of entrances. The outfits.
Kenapa nggak nonton?
But it's all out the window. The first punch that happens.
Focusing in on LOMA and Lopez. And you know, guys, typically Vasily Lomachenko does not get caught up in what the other guy is doing, whether it's trash talking or the gamesmanship. But in the lead up to this fight, he admitted that, yeah, it does become personal for me when you're talking this much trash. And remember, the Lopez camp, as you see Teofimo there, his father and trainer is in the background. You know, they've been doing this now for almost 2 years when it comes to Lomachenko. Lomachenko said to us the other day, he said, yeah, in the beginning when I started training for him, it was a bit personal, but right now what's really personal is that red belt, is that IBF championship, of just getting that away from him and becoming undisputed. Still, Dre, I'll turn to you and I will say this. At the weigh-in yesterday, it's all over ESPN, it's all over everywhere in social media, the move of Lomachenko stepping to him, going through that social distance barrier, a little different than the composure we usually see at a LOMA.
Well, yesterday I didn't see Lopez, break the barrier. Initially, I had a bad angle, so I thought Loma broke the barrier first, but Loma broke the line. He said, I'm not just going to break the barrier, I'm going to break the line, I'm going to get in your face. And I didn't look at that. It was Loma being out of character. Every night you're arguably the best fighter in the world. Sometimes you're going to run into a young fighter who just doesn't believe to get in the ring with your body language that I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. If you look at the smirk that Loma had on his face, it was almost as if to say, young fella, you've talked. Now the moment is here. Are you ready?
Well, I took all that in as well, and I thought that, Loma was definitely out of character, but for the most part, what interests me and what I paid attention to was the fact that Lopez turned away first. When you turn away first, yes, exactly. When you turn away first, it's like almost like tucking your tail. You're taught from day one not to turn away. I don't care if someone's grabbing you by the arm. Hey, I'm looking at you all the way through. I want you to know that I'm serious. And that I'm going to turn away first. Who told the line? Who crossed the line? Little glimpses into the mindset and the psyche of both fighters.
That's all it is.
It's all mental. Just a little
That's
bit.
what it is. This game is mental. And this game at this level very much becomes mental. And
Yes.
we've talked about it a lot. Lomachenko does things to his opponents. It doesn't have to be punching. There are things where he becomes exhausting.
Yeah.
It's mentally taxing just to be in the ring with him.
Yeah.
It's all the non-punching that he does, all the indirect attacks that you see him doing, the footwork, the feints. He looks like he's going to do one thing, he does another. You never have an opportunity to mentally rest, and that's what I want to see tonight from Lopez. Can he deal with that mental pressure? Because the mental pressure starts to drain you physically as well.
Yeah, but what I like about Lopez is, and I've seen him follow his whole career, is the fact that he's patient, he's calm. It doesn't matter what's going on in the ring. He's calm and patient, and that's what he's going to need to do tonight against Lomachenko. He needs to be patient, poised, and set up that big atomic bomb.
They don't have a lot in common. They do have one thing in common. They are both trained by their fathers.
I don't know about that looking away stuff, but I know that we're reminded every day just how much they detest each other. What they fail to acknowledge, of course, is what binds them. It's not merely a four-belt unification. This is the Super Bowl of boxing dads.
It'll be like 20 seconds without throwing the punch. And then you throw those punches.
Diametric opposites. After the exact same thing. Family names. if this is and Junior,
There's not one man in this planet. Take my son.
Pavchenko was inspired by traditional Ukrainian dance. Junior is a kung fu triple feat. Each has his own idiosyncratic method. One given to bombast,
That's like Loma with that board. That is the stupidest thing in the planet.
the other exact calibration. One thing they share, vision. It's not that they live with their sons, but that they want to live forever. Anatoly Lomachenko conceived of this plan before he conceived of his son's father. More than anyone. Tonight, I don't know what set him off 2 years ago at the Stewart Hotel, but he didn't merely pick this fight. He prosecuted it for 2 years. And now tonight, we're going to find out if he is in fact a fool or a prophet.
Teofimo's father and trainer, and then the guy they call Pavchenko. Let's start discussing the Lopez side of this dynamic, father trainer, because centerpieces of the sport in terms of being, they're going to go for it. Loma may go away in the first 2 rounds when my son lands one's over. Now listen, everything this guy had said, we first shake our head at. We do. Every time he puts out one of these prophecies, we say, what is he talking about? And every single time he puts forth a bold prediction, it happens. You know, this bold prediction, is he simply building up his son's confidence?
You know what? I don't know. But I can tell you this. I respect both these men tonight, both these fathers tonight, because they've been very instrumental in their son's life. And they're with them right now in their corner. They're going to be working their corner in the biggest moment of their careers right now. You know, when I was, you know, my father was in my corner as well, you know, and he put me through hell. I'm not going to lie. And some will say it was borderline child abuse, but it got me ready for what I was going to see inside that ring. And it got me to accomplish what I need to accomplish.
There was a moment that was caught on camera this week where you shared something with Teofimo Lopez concerning your path with your father. Why don't you share it to the bigger audience here before this megaphone?
Well, what I said to Teofimo Lopez is that, have you thanked your father? And he said, yes, I thank him all the time. I said, well, you really don't understand. I said, your father is really there for you. He really is. And he's gotten you ready for this moment. He's put you in these situations. He's talked you up. He's put you in this position because he wanted to see you succeed. He knows that you're ready for this moment. Now it's up to you to show him, that you are.
What is your read on Lopez's father?
Well, I mean, you've seen over the last 2 years, you know, how volatile things have been between the two of them. It seems like things have calmed down a little bit. You know, Lopez Jr. is maturing a little bit. It looks like he's taking control of his life. He's gotten there. He's kind of setting the boundaries and the parameters for family in general, but specifically his dad. And I think that's a good thing because as a father, you know, you want to remain a father first and a trainer second at all times, especially in the sport of boxing, because you don't want to build some product and then lose a personal relationship with your son, because one day the sport is going to end and you don't want the personal relationship with your baby boy to end along with.
You know, we've all rolled our eyes at Teofimo's dad. All of us. Let's be serious. When he first came in, said, my son's going to do this, my son's going to do that. And everything he said to this point has come to pass. There's one big difference though. When Teofimo first came to our attention, when he first came into that room, he was a kid. He was barely a teenager. And now he's a man, and he believes on his art. And he's going to go into that ring tonight by himself. His dad will be behind him, but he knows it's on him. It's a different kid than we saw 3 years ago.
There is no doubt about that. And of course, Pavchenko opposite Lopez Sr. on the other side, where LOMA says, my father is the plan and strategy. I just do what he says because I believe in him. We have an outstanding co-feature coming up next, and then it is the super fight for undisputed status.
Are you ready for some fireworks on Monday night? Cradle is ready. Zeke is ready. Are you ready for Monday night?
Lisa can't choose between pizza or wings for the game. This isn't a midterm. We say D, all of the above. Like new pizza wings and pizza. The flavor of pizza on wings. Mark these D for delicious. Pizza wings with 4 new sauces at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to lower cholesterol and slows sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. So start feeling lighter, more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
That's half the fun of a new house. See more people left behind in the attic.
Sitting on homeowners insurance with Geico's help was pretty fun too.
Too many guns.
They looked at a ton of stuff like that.
Well, enjoy your house.
Well, thank you. Geico could help you save on homeowners and renters insurance.
There's much more to basketball than basketball. Like life, it's unpredictable. But it's in that second you think about giving up that they win. So you never stop. Give it all you've got. Mind, body, and soul.
This is definitely my strength.
But every test, every barrier is just another chance to rise.
From start to finish, all around.
Who do you want next?
What's I said?
But coming at you, calling you out, it makes it a little more, personal. It makes you want to hurt up and put an end to it.
Yes, I said we both need each other. He has ran his mouth a lot. He said he's gonna knock me out in 3 rounds or something like that. It's actually motivation. I don't like to be disrespected.
We're ready for anything that you bring tonight.
He needs me to go back to where he once was, and I think I need him to take that next step.
This time will end in the knockout, and they will warn all the 140-pounders who Alex Salcedo is.
Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, Andre Ward with you ringside in the bubble, where the mega fight is now just a fight away. But that fight that remains, this co-feature, is significant. There has been stuff bubbling up between Barboza and Salcedo, mostly because they're in each other's way. A fight fans fight with 2 good 140-pounders, each with a distinct style, each with plans to be in the title shot mix with a win here. So what do you say we do it with Salcedo and Barboza for 10 rounds before we get Loma and Lopez? Here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, we return to the action here, the MGM Grand in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Mr. Bob Arum. This bout is brought to you by Geico and is scheduled for 10 rounds for the vacant WBO International Junior Welterweight title. Our judges at ringside, Max DeLuca, Dave Moretti, and Patricia Morse-Jarman. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Celestino Ruiz. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 140 pounds, wearing black and orange trunks. He brings a perfect record of 24 wins, with no losses, 10 of those victories coming by way of knockout.
He is the WBO number 7 ranked junior welterweight contender from South El Monte, California, Arnold Barbosa Jr. Across the ring in the red corner, he weighed in at 140 pounds, wearing white trunks with black and gold trim. He brings a record of 30 wins, only 1 defeat, 19 victories coming by way of knockout. He is a former world title challenger, the WBO number 6 ranked junior welterweight contender from Meoki, Chihuahua, Mexico, and now proudly representing OKC, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Alex El Cholo Saucedo.
Hey guys, you good here? You good here? The guidelines are good. I gave you guys an instruction in the business.
So here we go, Saucedo and Barbosa. Barbosa 24-0, the undefeated junior welterweight contender, a skilled boxer, already ranked in the top 10 of 2 organizations. And Saucedo, who's a former junior welterweight title challenger. Significant fight. They wanted each other. They get it. And right away, stepping to him is Saucedo.
Wait. Barbosa coming out in the southpaw stance normally comes out in the orthodox stance. Huh. Interesting take for the first round. Come on.
Saucedo's last fight was here in the bubble. It was June 30th. Had the 10-round unanimous decision win against Sonny Fredrickson. Of course, those who have watched him closely in his career best remember for his war with Lenny Z. That 4th round was voted round of the year. All action.
Barbosa's in some serious trouble right now. You don't see it. I see it at the moment. You know, Saucedo's marching forward, landing some hard shots right now. Coming behind the jab, and he landed a nice right hand just a second ago. I don't understand the southpaw, Dre. What is he doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure what the game plan is with he and his team, but I will say this: Barbosa is the far superior boxer of the 2. A lot more skill, a lot more ability. He's pretty much got every category in his favor. The only thing he hasn't shown yet is, does he have that bite down? Does he have that grit?
Left hook from Saucedo.
Shot right there. Got him a shot. Does he have that grit when he gets into a tough spot? He's going to, because Saucedo may not have the ability and the skill, but he's extremely tough and he's got a strong reach.
In southpaw stance, Barbosa tries to land a left. Or in orthodox stance, tries to land a left hook.
Barbosa needs to stop switching. He needs to stay in the orthodox stance, and he can land combinations like that against Saucedo.
It's exactly what we expected early on. Good pace, good action.
Sometimes young fighters, and he's been a pro for a while. I mean, young fighter like this is his first big fight. They try to overthink it. They think they got to be 7 different things instead of being who they are and just being great at that.
Got blood from the nose of Alex Saucedo. And there's a left hand that comes in from the undefeated Barbosa.
Saucedo is a bleeder. He cuts a lot. He's been, his nose bleeds a lot, but that doesn't deter him. He keeps pressing forward.
Man, both guys are letting some leather to get a feel out round to do damage.
And there was a right hand that came in. End of one. Good stuff here in Vegas.
Your next memory is out there. It might be a small one or a giant leap. Maybe it's a memory of you alone or one with him or them. It could feel like magic. Or it might just warm your heart. Your next memory's out there. It's just waiting to be made. 2 new memories, Hilton, and our family of hotels.
We're going to replace candy with some healthy Halloween treats today. These are called veggie fruit chews.
I taste like poop. I taste like water. Yeah, I want candy.
You know you can. Chris has you covered.
Hey guys, watch the head of Arnold Barboza in that first round come up against the nose of Alex Saucedo. Watch this right here. Top of that skull driving right up and through the nose of Saucedo. There was also a left hand that landed in that first round. A first round that saw Barboza throw 95 punches. He was 21 of 95. Saucedo threw 82 punches. He was 22 of 82. Great stuff. Exactly what we expected with this stylistic matchup.
I just don't like the stance. There it is.
Left hand from Saucedo. The left hook lands again.
We don't talk about the left hook when you're facing the southpaw. That's a dangerous shot. And you know, Barboza, he's not that stable in the southpaw stance like he is in the orthodox stance.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tim. I don't understand that. I think he's got plenty skill, plenty everything in the right-handed stance. Why complicate this thing when you're dealing with a guy like this? Get into your right-handed rhythm. Don't confuse yourself and go left-handed, right-handed. Master one thing.
He's trained by his father, Arnold Sr.
I'm letting you know what this is right now. It's mental. This is mental right here. These two men got bad blood, and Barboza's here to show him that, hey, I'm not running away from you this time. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight your fight, and I'm going to beat you in your own fight. It's pride. It could be a mistake, Dre.
Spoke with Pedro Nimi, who's working the corner of Alex Saucedo. He said, look, the issue with the nose, it always leads. We're used to that. He's used to fighting through it. It's not going to be an issue.
And it happens in round one. He is well conditioned to overcoming adversity in fights. Former title challenger, 30 wins, trimmed against the one loss when he challenged back in 2018 Maurice Hooker for the WBO junior welterweight title. He lost that with a 7th round TKO. Snapping that jab out there, 3-punch combination from Barboza.
Now you see Barboza starting to settle down and look like his normal self under his feet, using his jab and throwing crispy, straight right hands.
Right uppercut thrown by Barboza. Trying to get the sweeping left hand to the body. Saucedo inching towards that pocket. That's stacking that jab there, Barboza. Can he set up off of it, Dre?
He can do it, but he's got to get a rhythm with that. He's got to build up some rounds. Good right hand right there from Saucedo.
That right hand came in, Timmy, when he switched stances. Barboza went southpaw. The right hand came
You see my hands up. I'm saying, like, why are you switching southpaw? What are you doing?
Look at this infighting here in round two. Good stuff between these two.
And while Barboza's trying to figure out what stance he wants to be in, Saucedo's pressing forward and punching.
Remember, at the end of this fight, it is the world championship for all the belts. Lomachenko against the power of Teofimo Lopez.
If you like one-shot breaking ball punchers, then Teofimo Lopez is your guy. The stats back up his high voltage. Lopez lands 50.4% of his power punches. The lightweight power punch connect average is 35.4%. The gap of 15 percentage points better than division peers is astounding. Deontay Wilder, long considered the most power-packed heavyweight, lands a whopping 46.4% of his power punches. So that's only 6 percentage points better than the heavyweight average. No one is near Lopez in this division. You want historical perspective? Roberto Duran, the legendary Hands of Stone. Most every boxing historian considers Duran the most destructive force in lightweight history. Well, CompuBox went back and graded out his old fights, and even Duran didn't break the 50% barrier on power punch connects. Now all Lopez has to do is find a way to land that power against the best fighter on earth. But there's plenty of reason to believe.
And he will get his chance in just a little bit. Teofimo Lopez wins the title at 23 and says, I want the best. I want undisputed status. So we will see that in just a bit. Hey, that second round between Saucedo and Barboza was outrageous. 201 combined punches thrown. Barboza got the best of it, landing 30. 23 of them were power punches. Barbosa's last fight was here in the Vegas bubble. That was August 30th. A unanimous decision win against Tony Lewis. Absolutely dominated. Switch stances that night, too. Looked very sharp. It was 99-90 on all three judges' scorecards. It's interesting in that fight, he also bloodied his opponent's nose.
Barbosa is extremely accurate. He's got a lot going for him. I said this the last time he fought. His footwork, just everything. His selection of punches. He's facing the best competition he's ever fought. He's under more pressure than he's ever been under. And when you're facing a guy like Salcedo, who cuts and bruises up, just let the shots go. Don't load up. Just let the shots go, and hopefully you start to open the cut up.
A little bit of separation, tried to put that left hook in there. Now on the inside, Salcedo going to the body with the left hook, and it's Barbosa who's able to split the guard. The infighting has been good early on. There's a short right hand from Barbosa.
Nice shot. I'm letting you know right now, Barbosa is fighting a courageous fight right now. Both fighters are. But particularly Barbosa, he typically doesn't fight this way. He's exchanging with a puncher. That is very, very dangerous. You can see when he's outside, he uses jab, and he's throwing his combinations out at distance. It's easy because Salcedo doesn't have a great defense. But when he stands there, my goodness, he's playing Russian roulette.
Digging to the body for the past 20 seconds is Barbosa. Of course, Salcedo very comfortable willing to exchange and punch between punches. This is just who he is. Round number 3 here. What a start to this co-feature. At the end of this fight, we will have LOMA and Lopez. Remember, it is right here on ESPN. No switching over to a pay-per-view format. These megastars are fighting on ESPN tonight, and what a treat for the fans. And what a good thing for the sport. And you're going to see more and more of that in the coming months of the biggest and best fighting right here on ESPN, not pay-per-view.
Tess, this fight could boil down to a battle of attrition. Both these guys are throwing a lot of leather.
It doesn't matter where you come from. Sports fans love greatness. This is the guy that everybody is talking about.
He has the looks. He has the skill.
He is everything a fighting fan wants to see. Speed, full package, and athletic skill will be on display. Yes, the monster is coming to make his U.S. debut. Naoya Inoue. If you haven't seen Inoue before, get ready. Bernardo was with a guy that knows plenty about him.
Yes, I'm with Jason Maloney, Mayhem, the smooth one, but you're going up against the monster of probably met here in the United States for a world title, one that you already challenged for. What does this mean to you?
This means everything, mate. This is 17 years I've dedicated my whole life to this sport, for this moment. I can't wait to get in there and slay the monster and become the number 1 bantamweight in the world.
Now, you fought here against Leonardo Bias, got the stoppage after your brother was sent to the hospital in his fight. But what's it like fighting in the bubble? You think that's an advantage for you?
Yeah, I think it's a big advantage having been here before and performed well here in this ring. And I love it over here in Las Vegas. This is my second home now, and looking to put on a great performance and walk home with 3 belts around my waist.
A lot of guys are beaten before they step into the ring. Looks like you're pretty confident that you have a formula to beat them all.
Yeah, I'm very confident. I think this is my destiny, and I believe I've got what it takes to beat him, and this is my opportunity to prove it.
His twin brother's a monster, but it's monster versus monster, but nonetheless, it's going to be a great night of boxing. I'm going to be boxing on ESPN.
Sure is, Bernardo. Good visit with Jason Maloney. He will be taking on the monster, the U.S. debut of the bantamweight champion, one of the most exciting fighters in the world, has signed with Top Rank and is coming to fight stateside. That happens Halloween night. Here we are a minute into round 4. In that last round, Taro Barbosa upped the pace kid. He threw 110 punches against Salcedo.
It's a heck of a work rate for these two athletes. I wonder how they're going to be toward the back end of this fight. Salcedo's got to be disciplined to come behind his jab as he throws combinations, because he's facing a quicker foot, quicker handed fighter in Barbosa. He's going to keep getting hit on the way in if he doesn't. Barboza seems to be getting a nice groove right now.
Those body shots. Barboza's landing. That's gotten Salcedo's attention, and that slowed his work rate down.
Salcedo has to return the favor. Also hit Barboza to the body just like that.
That was a good combination right there that included 2 body shots.
Just look at the hand placement of Salcedo. He's protecting his body. Those body shots are definitely taken there. He don't care about getting hit in the face.
And there's a lot of leather flying between these two, isn't there?
And the word that Barboza used in the build-up to this fight is respect. He said, this is what I want. It's respect from Salcedo in the boxing world. And right now, he's getting it.
A little swelling under the left eye for Barboza as he comes in with the left hand again and pushes off with the shoulder. Honestly, a good right hand for Barboza. He tries to go with the left hook to the body. It's the kind of fight that Salcedo often invites, isn't it? This is good stuff. Good action here before we get to the big one. Man, oh man. What an opening 4 rounds between Salcedo and Barboza. And we are getting closer to Lomachenko and Lopez as you see the commission inspecting the gloves and the tape job outside of those venom gloves. And there is Teofimo Lopez making his final preparations. Let's look at the guy go tell the tape. Now that top line age became a point of discussion for Lopez. He says, what was a man, 32 years old? Listen, he had almost 400 amateur fights, but he doesn't get hit a lot. Look at that bottom number. You want to talk about a fight worthy of your attention? Power punch, connect percentage, over 50 for Lopez, over 44% for Lomachenko, well above the lightweight average. We showed you that display of power and gave you the historical perspective. Dre, when your power punch connect percentage at lightweight is better than Roberto Duran, you're talking all-time historical numbers. CompuBox went back and tallied Duran's fights at 135. Duran may be the most destructive force that the lightweight division ever saw.
You know, we're gonna bring Roberto Duran into the equation. We got to talk about the level of competition.
That's right.
In a football term, strength of schedule. It's not the same. But to your point, yes, Lopez is a power puncher. He can box. He does have an IQ. But the world is falling in love with him because of the knockout power.
You think about the great lightweights, and we are going to listen. Somebody's going on the all-time list tonight because we've never had a 4-belt undisputed lightweight champion. But you look through the history of the division that we are going to discuss with Loma and Lopez, and it is a pillar division in the history of the sport, going back with guys like Henry Armstrong, Ken Buchanan, Duran, Arguello, Julio Cesar Chavez, Pernell Whitaker. Greatness will be in front of us tonight with the winner. Middle of round 5 here, Salcedo Barboza. Let's go back at that big right hand that Barboza placed in that last round, Timmy.
Beautiful setup right there. Blinded with the jab. Stuck it out there and they came right behind with the right hand. That's what the jab sets up. The jab occupies your opponent's eyes. You can blind them with that jab, but if you come around with the power, that's the cleanup crew. That's why it's important to land your jab first.
You know, fellas, Barboza told us in the meeting, I'm the bigger fighter. I think I'm the stronger fighter, and you're going to see a whole new me. Guess what? It's exactly what we have.
It is, and because of it, it makes for a wildly entertaining fight. That's that jab again against Salcedo.
Barboza right now is having the fight of his life. He's boxing like he's possessed. He wants the championship, and he's here to impress tonight. He's here to get a knockout. He wants to knock out Salcedo.
But what I like about Barboza tonight is, yes, he's fighting the fight of his life in terms of performance thus far, and he's fighting at a high pace, but he's fighting within himself. I don't get the sense that Salcedo is dictating the terms of this fight.
You know, I noticed that every fight Salcedo's in, he's bleeding and he's getting hit with solid shots like that. You know, when you get hit with those type of punches over and over in every single fight, definitely shortens your career. Entertaining, but you're gonna have a short career taking those type of punches.
And to 5. The #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Lomachenko. He went from reading to seated and taped to now gloved up and pacing. History on the line. We've never had a 4-belt undisputed lightweight champion. There have only been 4 men to ever be 4-belt undisputed champions. The 2 middleweights, Hopkins and Taylor. The great Bud Crawford when he was at 140 pounds. And the cruiserweight, Alexander Usyk, a dear friend of Lomachenko's. But now, in this division, the history-rich lightweight division, we will have a 4-belt undisputed champion. By the way, speaking of Terrence Bud Crawford, it is now signed and sealed that Crawford will put up his welterweight championship against Kell Brook, the former titleist, on November 14th. And once again, that fight will be on ESPN right here in the bubble. So here we have Lomachenko and Lopez saying, yeah, I'll fight in the bubble without fans. I won't. Don't worry about pay-per-view. Now you have Bud Crawford saying he's in too. So you get to see Terrence Bud Crawford. And we're going to get the break from Celestino Ruiz for the warning. Listen.
You're right.
Ruiz offers the time to Barboza. He says we fight on. Lomachenko is ESPN.com's #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. But those of us who vote for that, some of us sitting at this table, have Bud Crawford #1.
Yeah, he's my #1. You know, you mentioned this being, you know, cleaning out the 140-pound division. He's been a champion for a long time. He's proven himself at, you know, every time he's stepped up the competition, and he's typically gotten a knockout when he did it. So you gotta respect that. You know, it's not like champions that reign in this day and age, and he's certainly one of them.
Good stuff here between Barboza and Salcedo. Total punches right now. Barboza leads 128 to 106 connected. Give your quick reaction to Bud Crawford putting his welterweight belt on the line against Kell Brook, signed to fight here in Vegas. Kell Brook, who had been a titleist, then went up to 160 pounds and fought Triple G, and then came back down to 147, got beat by Errol Spence. Now recovering since those days and going up against the big guy, Bud Crawford, at 147.
Well, he has experience. He has punching power. He has great timing. We're not talking about jump groups. You know, we can't dismiss that he is a threat. You know, he might be a little bit watered down, like you just saying. But he is a threat. He's the best available opponent for Terrence Bud Crawford.
So that'll be November 14th. There's a left hand that comes in from Barboza. Then he switches back to the orthodox stance.
This is a war.
It really is. Muscling on the inside, shoulder to shoulder. Look to place the right uppercut moments ago. Now a wider right hand from Barboza. Barboza 24-0, the 28-year-old from California.
Ooh. Now those are shots right there that Salcedo needs to continue to land down to the body of Barboza Jr. That was going to pay good dividends.
Barboza answers though, just like he's supposed to. That's been the story of the fight this whole night between these two, is that Salcedo has a moment and Barboza steals the play.
If I'm in Salcedo's corner right now, I'm saying, move your hands side to side, come behind your jab, stay underneath your feet, and dig down to the body. Keep hitting this man down to the body.
We are at the end of 6, and Barboza has gone over 600 punches thrown.
Repite, Alex. Se hace conocer, ¿no? Viene el 7. Repite, okay?
Breathe.
Alex,
6
hay que
rounds.
trabajar ese cuerpo.
You gotta use that, work that body, Alex. With everything, dig to the body. You gotta break one of his ribs. You gotta go to the body. You hear that? This is a hard fight, but don't stand right in front of him. You gotta move laterally. ¿Cómo se siente? How do you feel? Métale pimienta, okay? Come on, add some pepper here. Stay calm, move your head. Necesitamos dos rounds, Alex. We need these rounds, Alex. You're doing well.
Let's be smart. Smart. Send it a little shorter. Longer shot.
Folks, we are 4 rounds away from Loma and Lopez in the super fight here in Vegas. But let me tell you, what a show we are getting in the Coke feature. Look at the total punches through 6 rounds. Barbosa's over 100 punches around. 146 of 611 thrown. Meanwhile, Andre Ward, who's been tallying his scorecard, has Barbosa up 58-56 in a significant, very significant junior welterweight fight. Barbosa's trying to stay undefeated, trying to stay towards a title shot. Salcedo has been in the ring with the world champion. He lost that one opportunity, but he's been bouncing back. His last fight was here in Vegas on June 30th, and he had a unanimous decision win against Sonny Fredrickson. The winner will be in good shape in a division that's absolutely. He chased him back, and they're saying that's no knockdown. Salcedo was trying to track and trace Barbosa, but it was a swing.
That was a knockdown. That was a knockdown.
Well, we will show the replays here. Now, keep in mind, here in the state of Nevada, they do have the new replay rule. They have the outside the ring review official who's in position to review things. The referee can also request instant replay review. So if they feel like, if Celestino Luis feels like he missed something, he can say, I want to take a look. Ruiz ruling that it was a slip. Ruiz felt that the legs got tangled up, that it was not a punch that caused Barbosa to go down.
That's what Barbosa, his last outing and even tonight. And the question I have is, does he have that bite down in him? If need be. And thus far, he's shown that he has that element in his game as well.
So, he shows stability tonight. He's also shown that he can fight the inside. He also knows how to have himself at mid-range. And he's great outside like he's doing right now. He takes the pace of the fight, which is isolating the offense of Salcedo.
Jab comes in that time from Salcedo. Right hand didn't come behind it. Final 30 seconds of round 7.
Fighters like Salcedo, who press forward like that, who are aggressive and don't mind taking punishment to get their own shots off, they're going to show you what you have on the inside of it.
Earlier, that was a knockdown. That was a knockdown. Celestino Ruiz said no, they slipped. As Salcedo went straight to Barbosa and went back. Watch the feet. You be the judge. Legs tangled there. Is there a punch of significance? A left hand came in. Let's see. Does he reestablish himself? 1, 2, punch.
Listen to me. Protect yourself at all times. You threw a wild punch. You can't rush him in. Salcedo, stay to the side. Call him on the angle. Yeah. Call him with his hands down. And force the knockdown. To me, that's a knockdown.
They ruled it a slip. The yellow light is on. The replay light is on here in Nevada. This is the new rule, and this is what they can do. There is a review official who can initiate instant replay, and it is the venerable Joe Cortez, who has been the referee for so many world championship fights. So, the new Nevada State rule, there's Joe Cortez. Let's listen in.
Stay. That was ruling knockdown
from the further review.
There it is. It works. And isn't that great news when we have the big fight?
Let's call it knockdown from the further review, okay? It's not slip.
So score the knockdown for Alex Saucedo. Well done, Tim Bradley.
Score the knockdown.
Listen, man.
Score the knockdown.
He threw a wild shot, got himself off balance.
Time in.
Take yourself at all times.
And by the way, for everybody who spent the entire day watching college football and getting angry at the TV as it takes 3 minutes and 5 minutes and 6 minutes for review, boxing just did it in about 10 seconds after the rounds. Yellow lights on. Hey guys, looked like a knockdown. Let's roll the knockdown. Well done by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Joe Cortez in the new position that was just put in. Yellow light gets on. We get the right call.
That's a mean combination, ladies. He landed a body shot earlier in the round. They came back with a three-piece right there and landed every single shot.
Now, significant, right, when you look at your scorecard earlier, when you look at CompuBox and the work rate of Barbosa, that Saucedo just banked the 10-8.
Yes, he did. Right call by the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
Round number 8, scheduled for 10. Critical fight for both of these men at this stage of their careers. And then it is Lomachenko and Lopez. Winner take all.
The mistake that Saucedo's making, staying directly in front, taking all those punches. You know what? If you want to hit something, hit the body. The head's going to move, but the body's going to stay still.
This is live from the locker room of Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko, who is the betting favorite here in Vegas. There was a tick down in the odds. There was a lot of money that was coming in on Lopez, and then some big bets came in on Lomachenko. And there's Teofimo Lopez right now live in his locker room. His father is his trainer. He's only 23 years old. He just won a title last December at Madison Square Garden with that dynamic, I mean, unbelievably dynamic second-round knockout of Richard Comey. And instead of saying, hey, I'll do a nice little title defense against a softer touch, no. Midst of the pandemic, he wants it all. He wants Lomachenko.
Test fighters that want to be great, they step up to the plate. Lopez wants to be great, legendary status, not just a champion.
We will find out just how great he can be because he is taking on the biggest challenge in the sport. The ultra-skilled Lomachenko is the target to try to deliver all that power to the right hand of Lopez. So that is coming up in moments of this world future. What a good fight it has been. 176 punches landed, 151 landed by Saucedo. Saucedo had the knockdown score in the last round.
Can somebody tell Saucedo?
Oh, meron ako 47 na viewers.
He has great defense in the transition. He lets his hands go, and then he stands
Ito natin panoorin. Mga ano yan, pagkatapos yan, yun yan.
It's amazing. Move your head, son.
Oh, FER.
He cannot be on the outside. He better set his feet. The only time you give him is when he set his feet on the inside.
Siyempre, delay.
And it's not about it. It's for now. Can you not go back and get it?
Nakakaano na yata ito, 6 rounds. Around 10 rounds lang. $51 viewers. 52. Huwag niyang ibang black pa.
Joe, Tim, and Dre ringside for round number 9 of what has been an entertaining feature. 6 minutes to go before we get to the undisputed lightweight championship. How will this play out between Saucedo and Barbosa? Speaking of Lomachenko and Lopez, there has been a little bit of a downtick with the odds. Let's show you the updated odds for the mega fight. Lomachenko.
Pa-share guys, tsaka pa-like na rin yung channel. Tutuloy-tuloy ko lang to. So hindi ko alam kung hanggang kailan ikakat ng YouTube to. Kaya inayos natin yung yung title ng ating link. para hindi mo detect ni YouTube. Pa-like na lang or pa-subscribe yung channel ko after watching. Thanks!
As we told you, those casino managers we have spoken with say the public loves casino. It's the sharps that are lining up on LOMA. There's a ticket count of 4-1 in favor of Lopez, but it's the big bets coming in on Lomachenko. And you can see Teofimo Lopez was dancing and loose earlier walking in. This guy is always locked in. Vasily Lomachenko, Canadian fighter who comes to California to train. His last fight at Lopez in London. And now coming off the longest fight of his career, he will put his bets on the line and try to prove and take Lopez's as well.
It's tough for a guy like Saucedo because he's tough, he's durable, and he's resilient, but he doesn't have a lot of different elements to his game. So when he's facing a superior boxer like this, he doesn't really have a fighting smarter in his back pocket element. He's got to fight harder if he's going to do anything to Barboza or try to slow him down.
Lopez career choice to fight smarter. There's a right hand from Barboza.
Quickness, movement, beautiful adjustment from Barboza. I thought he was going to fight this way. He stood his ground when he had to, wore down Saucedo. Now he's using the movement to create his offense.
He does have the 10-8 round in the ledger against him. Keep that in mind. 7th round was a knockdown score by Saucedo.
Barboza Jr. is a real threat for anyone if he comes out of this fight a winner. He has it all. He has it all, Drake. He does.
See, Saucedo just tried to cock a punch back, and he wasn't able to hit Barboza, and he gets countered and shots like that. That hurt him.
He was hurt right there.
Can't telegraph punches against a faster man.
Just gotta let those hands fly for what they are.
10th and final round coming up. What has been a tough battle. Saucedo has eaten 160 plus power punches.
You gotta come out to kill or die.
Watch this elbow.
Ooh.
So you want to be a pro fighter, do you?
No bueno. No bueno right there. And you can see how it affected Saucedo. See his legs buckle a tad bit.
So those are the shots that you get hit with, right? Even though that was an elbow, and then you still feel it a week later, you're like, man, where's my forehead? The side of my temples hurt. So and then you remember that, oh, I got hit with an elbow.
Right. 10th and final round here. Right hand for Barboza. Trying to place another one and time it against Saucedo. After this, it is time to get Lomachenko and Lopez in position for the ring walk. Snapping jab and left hand. Back to it. Barboza trying to stay perfect, trying to move his heart to 25-0. Give both guys credit for taking this fight. You gotta have these kind of opponents opposite you to take a step forward. And right from the start, they delivered. Opening round, remember Barboza came out through 95 punches. Saucedo trying to get that right hand over the top. Barboza in that neutral corner before he ties up.
I give both fighters even more credit because this is the kind of fight that they said they were going to fight. And they kept their word. They're delivering on the promise. And we don't see a lot of that in boxing. If fights can be won or lost in our fighter meetings, the landscape of boxing will look a whole lot different.
Opened up with a left hook right there. Saucedo with an opportunity for offense. And he filled it. He's now trying to wrap around the right hand. Barboza lands a right hand of his own. Here's the other thing these two are doing, Tim. They're doing it on a big stage with a lot of mainstream sports fans. If you're going to fight in the moments before Lomachenko and Lopez, you may as well bring it. You may as well establish yourself as something.
And that's exactly what Barboza Jr. is doing right now. Like I said, he's going to be a nightmare. He finished this fight. We still got a minute and 10 left. He finished his fight and he wins this fight. He's going to be a problem for anybody in his division. He's showing me this tonight. Look at it. He's still bouncing around. How many punches have they thrown, Tess? It got to be well over 800 punches. My goodness.
One thing that Barboza has, same thing we're going to see from Lopez and Loma in our main events. Timing. Got great crack timing.
We're going to have a big discussion about timing. We analyze Lopez and Lomachenko. It's going to be all about timing. Lopez has power, but he delivers it by way of timing. Here we go. Final clap here in Vegas for two guys who are getting a lot tonight. That was well done. That was very well done between Saucedo and Barboza. Barboza has to feel good about what he did. There is Vasily.
Yes, sir.
A multi-division champion. Won world titles in 3 weight classes: featherweight, junior lightweight, lightweight. And then this guy, the dynamic Teofimo Lopez from Brooklyn, New York.
Main event na next fight, guys. I will keep on streaming. I don't know kung i-stop ni YouTube to o hindi. But please subscribe and like my channel. Salamat!
Superlatives we keep coming back to. The power punches. Landing over 50% of his power punches. An average top lightweight lands 35%. Everybody who has analyzed this fight, everybody who has put forth a prediction says Lopez has to bring the power. It's the only way against Loma. All right, Andre, let's look at your scorecard. Remember, because of Nevada and the replay, that 7th round becomes a 10-8 round, the knockdown score. But Barboza, with the consistent work rate, with the volume of punches, with the commitment to step to Saucedo and make it that kind of a fight, ahead on your scorecard. Remember, a critical fight here at 140 pounds. Let's find out how the judges see it, and then we got Loma and Lomachenko and Lopez.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, after 10 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Dave Moretti has about 96, 93. Max DeLuca and Patricia Morse-Jarman both scored about 96.
Okay lang yan, Lodi. Tagalog naman yung title natin eh. At saka yung video natin nakabaliktad.
Unanimous decision. And now, the WBO Junior Welterweight International Champion, Arnold Barboza Jr.
Arnold Barboza is now 25-0. He outlanded Saucedo 218 punches to 183. And of those 218, 188 were power shots. And that big right hand in the 4th round, he fought the fight he said he would. Your final thought on the night from Barboza?
Very entertaining fight. You know, he put it all out there for us to see. You know, I felt it. You know, I felt his passion inside that ring, the way he fought. He could have boxed his way to victory, but he wanted to stand there and show the fans at home that he can take a punch and he can get one as well.
Listen, Barboza is a problem.
Yes, he
for
is.
Anybody and everybody at 140. And I'm even talking about Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. And this guy is not even as good as he's going to be, and he's still gaining confidence. If he gets any better, it's going to be a problem.
You guys ready for it? Everybody's been waiting for it. A big fight in the midst of all of this. A winner-take-all fight for the undisputed lightweight championship of the world. All 4 belts. It has never happened in the history of the lightweight division. Vasily Lomachenko wants to be undisputed.
Tsaka mga Lodi, mamaya siguro ihina ko yung volume para hindi ma-detect ni YouTube yung audio sa ng mga pangalan ni Loma at Lopez.
Been trash talking for the better part of 2 years. The father, Teofimo Jr., said, "We will win a world championship in our 15th fight." They did. It was the moment. Here we go with one of the most anticipated title fights of the year.
Considered from afar, your antagonist is a mere abstraction. But up close, you can see him for what he is. Feel his heat, sense his weakness, and plan your attack.
Первый раунд всегда показательный. На протяжении 3 минут можно
Boxing history has caused that there is nothing like division. He's for 35-pound title. With legendary Lopez, Pernell Whitaker. Now we go one step further. For the first time in sport belts, it's undisputed lightweight supremacy. The vibrant, young, knockout puncher, the American, against the unequal skill of the pound-for-pound king. It's Lopez, it's Loma, it's Whitaker.
Layo nila ito. Pag-aaralan sa mga. Tingnan pa ka? Sorry for the background music guys para hindi tayo ma-disconnect. Tsaka please subscribe.
That's the most essential thing that Lopez is doing right now. He's just sticking the jab out. He's not landing it, but he's occupying Loma. He's not allowing Loma to get comfortable or to be engaged his range. In the meantime, he's sticking jabs out. He's laying he can shoot the jab, but he's staying inside. Behind the jab. You pick it up. Talk about this all before you move to the right. And this will find the angle of your jab a lot easier. Comes in. GFB Lopez. You see that power, and you see Loma respecting that power. He built it already.
The body will continue, and then all of a sudden Lopez goes up top with the right hand.
Already starting to see redness. Red shade. On the left side of Lopez.
Six connects on GFB Lopez from the outside.
It'll take about 4 rounds for Loma to get activated. He's been out the ring for about a year, 14 months or so.
Longest career play. His last fight was in London with the ringside when he had a dance decision against Luke Campbell, a tall fighter, another guy who's one of the natural bigger man, and the success that night brought him.
So that's what I saw. I saw that Luke Campbell, when he made that sound, they took outside. He made an isolated offense. You see here, with Lopez, he's isolated. The offense.
Untangible chamber for the process of the chamber range.
They got Lopez's attention. All the positioning that he's doing before he even lets the shot go.
He makes you work even if he's not throwing punches. He's so angry. It can be exhausting. Good exchange. Got too much. Let's go back and watch that left hand from Loma about halfway through the round, and then we'll show you what happened in the final 15 seconds.
Just a slip, and a straight left, right down the pipe from Lomachenko. He tried to shoot another one. He just missed that one, but just timed it. He didn't throw a punch for a round and a half so he can land a clean shot like that. That's the way that Loma's wired. He doesn't want to waste anything. And then we see a straight left, a swivel right hand, and another left right there that also got Teofimo Lopez's attention.
And it got the attention of Cynthia Lopez as well, who is one of the COVID tested few who gets to come in here to the Vegas bubble to watch this super fight. So the last half of that second round, bank it for Vasily Lomachenko. Round number 3 for the undisputed title.
Lopez got real comfortable. You know, Loma didn't do much. But then when he did strike like a cobra, he was pinpoint accurate.
Part of how exhausting it can be is not punching activity. Loma can outclass his opponents mentally. For Lopez, this is not just a challenge against physically, but staying focused every single second against the master of grasp, and that can be so taxing.
It's like Brady, Aaron Rodgers, go to the line of scrimmage and all the way 2 2 or 3 times as a defense. You get set and they offer again, and then you get set, they offer again. It's very, very exhausting. And Lopez knows this coming in. He's watching Lomachenko. So I believe he's prepared for that time.
And then on the other side, Tim, if you're Teofimo, you know that Loma wants to fight with rhythm. He wants to conduct the orchestra of his fights. At some point, you have to find a way to be disruptive. You have to find a way to take full control and make it uncomfortable.
You got to be a little bit aggressive to offset that rhythm, but he fades in and out of range. You know, that's why he's so effective. You know, you come in and see him step out of range right there, maybe Lopez this, then you come back in range. It looks like you can hit him, and then he gets out, then he moves his head off to the side. You have to be alert, really alert when you're in there and gets a sharpshooter like Lomachenko. If it changes levels, see what Lola's doing is he's trying to test the young guy. He's trying to see what he knows. He's changing levels, dropping his head down low, trying to see if he can get a response. And if he sees the right response, then he'll attack. He'll come up shooting the shots.
Almost found himself in a pocket for a moment there. Teofimo with a shoot-punch combination.
That body shot lifted up Lomachenko, trying to get away from him.
Left hand from Teofimo. Every time that threshold is crossed, he's going to fire there as well. Lomachenko gets the right stroke of the combination. Lomachenko returns fire.
See, Lopez got to be a little bit more disciplined. If he's going to do the shoulder roll, he got to be a little bit more disciplined with that. Not time for that today. Not time for that. Third round, not time to the shoulder roll. Shoulder roll comes when you're comfortable, and you're taking charge of this fight. And right now, Lopez is not completely in control of this fight. What do you think is over this right now?
In a second, here the round number 3, undefeated American.
Okay guys, salamat. Just subscribe to my channel. Yun lang po request ko. We will keep on streaming. Sana hindi pa rin tayo maputol.
His father and Joey Gamache, the assistant trainer. Joey Gamache, early in the career of Vasily Lomachenko, was working with Loma. In that third round, Teofimo Lopez's land played at 11 of 42 punches thrown. Lomachenko had 2 of 11. 6% was the connect percentage in that last round for Teofimo Lopez. Let's bring it around.
Teofimo Sr. said, I told you we could get it. I think he heard him in that last round and landed a really good 7 for 57 and overhands were moving right. He said mentally, he's got what he wanted. He's not doing anything.
It's a big early statement, but it's a guy who was often very confident. His father, his trainer, has molded him throughout his
Wala eh, puro abangan lang eh.
Lopez boxing good. Like we said, these first 4 rounds, but it's way premature to say that they've got where they go. It's a great fight.
especially considering the way he took the little people like Lopez.
Yeah, I can go jab over there. Lopez is jab. I'm looking forward to seeing the uppercut from Lopez. I like the pace that Lopez is fighting at. Not wasting anything. He doesn't seem to be over anxious. And he's not throwing a lot of punches. He's only throwing what he needs to throw. So he should have plenty left in the tank as this fight progresses on. It's about concentration, Drake. He's going to have to concentrate every second, every minute of his round. Yes, neither fighter can fall asleep in 1 second. bit more depth to the body is on. You know, and these moments you gotta take calculated risks. Loma's body's there. You gotta step in and get ripped out of that body.
Just this with that right hand to the body. He has the ability to throw his body short right hand.
Did you see that uppercut right there? That's what I'm looking for to see from Lopez. That right uppercut. I think one thing that's giving almost trouble right now is they realize that Lopez is not quick. As fast as
he is twitchy. That is a big part of his success. It's not just pure power, God-given power. He has speed that creates timing, which results in power.
Loma talked about the IQ of Lopez. He talked about the power of Lopez. He talked about the timing of Lopez. But he didn't mention the speed. He's realizing that Lopez has speed right now.
And things are real interesting for the underdog, the IBF champion. We have noted how much he has been willing to go to the body.
Yeah, this is what Lopez got to continue to do. Lomachenko keeping those hands up high. What do? Dig around the sides. Why not? He's giving it to you. You know, he needs to continue to invest in the body to slow down Lomachenko. You know, in the later rounds, Lomachenko will begin to fade. You need to zap some of that energy now, early, so that way he'll be able to keep up with the superior conditioning later on with a fighter like Lomachenko.
So far, I'm giving the answer that it's no problem for Lopez. Staying composed, staying with the plan, looking good against the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Round number 5 here from the ball of the MGM Grand in Vegas.
Okay, Lopez, keep it like this. He's winning these early rounds, a lot of these early rounds, and he keep it just like this. He don't need to rush anything. Take his time. And eventually, Loma's going to have a sense, he'll have to have a sense of urgency to win these rounds. And so he's going to step toward.
Okay, subscribe na kayo sa channel bago ako ma-detect, ha?
Lomachenko told Vegas, look, don't rush, take your time, be careful, and be patient. So this is their plan.
Anatoly Papachenko, the nickname for the father and trainer of the 3-division world champion, a driven boxing mind who taught Vasily how to quickly into a boxing stance at 4 years old. And then at 9 years old, after bringing him to the gym for those 5 years, he said, no, you're done with boxing for now. You're going to learn traditional Ukrainian dance. He did that until he was 15. Didn't box. Why? Because Papachenko wanted him to have the best football on earth. And body shot. You see one over that double line with the right hand.
That's been the story so far in this fight. Lomachenko doing a lot of movement, a lot of defense, keeping that body exposed. I think the key word Lomachenko is patience. You don't hear that word from either a lot of tends to professional prize fighting. When you're facing a guy in Lopez who's strong, powerful, twitchy, like we said, you got to take some steam out of those punches in order to put yourself in a position where it's safer to let your offense go. Right now, it's not safe enough. You don't want to let his hands, so that's why he's not there. You got to throw some punches. If you don't take some steam off the fighter, throw some punches, throw something down to the body. You know what I mean? Like, I hear he's landing the body shots. You know, from the fight, he never throw punches early on. He's trying to wear the mind down of Lopez.
1,200. At this point right now, with a half minute to go in the round, Lopez is
Kung hinihingi niya kasi gusto niya pag-ulit si Lopez, kung siya na
typically goes
No.
it's measured.
Has he moved on the angle yet? He hasn't moved on the angle yet.
And that is what he is doing. In an angular, offensive, aggressive.
Si LOMA.
Shots from Loma have been getting far in between, but every now and again he'll get something in like that and sort of let Lopez know, don't get too reckless, but just not enough from Loma at the moment. This is where Lopez wants to live. Doesn't have to stand there for 4 or 5 shots, but 1 or 2 shots to continue to touch the body of Loma, let him feel the power, and continue to slow those legs down.
Ready for round 6. Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley, offering with you here ringside. Interesting to note when it comes to the defense of Lomachenko, that has been simply sublime for most of his career. In his career, opponents only land 18% of the punches on him. Lopez is ahead of that schedule. However, at 135 pounds, fighting bigger than his natural weight, here's a champion at 135 with 3 belts. He has been hitting it more. Opponents at 135 pounds land 30% of the power punches against him. Right now, Teofimo Lopez is landing 30.
Just missed off about that left hook there.
He said, you don't get it. He was like, he was going to bring out mine. And what we haven't seen is Loma moving to his right the way he does against everyone else.
He typically takes that mark to the right of that knee foot and be able to place that power left hand. He gets around that left shoulder, that left elbow of his opponents. We are yet to see it quite successful.
Take that away, he's on there. And that's exactly what this young man is doing. He's taking that angle away from Lomachenko.
The critics grossly underestimated the boxing skill of Lopez to this point, but the master is opposite him. We knew he would be a slow starter. There's a little bit of an angle and a left hand and trying to get down the out.
That's what Lomachenko's going to have to do. You've got to close the distance, and I know it seems counterintuitive when you're facing an explosive puncher like Lopez, but you got to get inside that power to get effective so you're not on the end of his punches. Right now, in the end, he's getting picked apart by Lopez.
That jab. Southpaw jab. Now trying to get to the inside of the short left hand.
That's where he's got to live right there. You see the hook from Lopez, though.
That hook can be dangerous against the southpaw. Closest punch to be landing.
And that's a shot that's going to take away the jab. So make him keep his hands at home.
There's a right hand to the body again from Teofimo. Now punch from his left left hand. He couldn't set his name much tonight. The assignment is the third man inside the ropes. So that's a good thing.
1,500.
He steps in, steps out of range, and he tries to get a jab off. Lopez, let me see if he can pick it up.
Number 6 for Teofimo Lopez. The end of the round, the uppercut by Teofimo. That's what you are, that is. You're going to see that uppercut coming from Lopez. Perfectly placed uppercut at the end of that last round. And then he came with a straight right.
I am
You catch him coming in, you catch him leaving.
Brooklyn, that moved down to South. Now lives in Jonesboro, Arkansas. With his wife Cynthia, does the IBF lightweight champion, the 23-year-old undefeated world champion. Halfway through our 12th round fight for supremacy, and Andre Ward's card has it 59-55 Lopez, and it is really tough to disagree with anything there because Lopez has hardly put forward any offense. He has a short right hand in the second. He wins the second round, but all the other rounds seem to be obvious for Tiafimo.
Senior told me, look, this guy can take a
Focus
shot.
lang si Lopez.
Seeing here
Kahit
is
sa
that
decision.
run him down, but he has to be patient. Just wait for the moment.
Wala yung speed set nito.
You see some struggles. Around the face. Don't shake it. Still attentive.
Lopez, if I this pace all night, See, now Lopez now is throwing his punches where he thinks Lomachenko will
Pag umabot ng round 8, pag umabot ng round 8, sa si Lopez, hindi na tayo kailangan mo. Sige na kaya yung round niya eh.
let you know right now. No, we're not going to see. This man right now is on fire. He is focused, down deep. He is the first beat up fan. He's figured it out. Close the gap as he comes against the undefeated.
See him on trying to be on the inside. He's going to say you got to protect yourself, Tiafimo. He's allowed to punch on the inside. That's right. Says the guy who often did the back out for being set. He's that shit funny shots on the outside. Anything is took. Just missing with a right hand. It's the end of round 7. This position, back half of that round from Lomachenko. Fascinating.
I've been talking about Loma's going to have to commit sooner or later. Boom, just a little bit of the work. Loma recognized that. Got his head off the line. Look at his offense going straight left to the body. A swivel right check. Back to the head. Nothing that was too serious, but he's trying to get into a rhythm right now. He has to take in order to do that. He got to do himself up because I think he's behind. Right here on the scorecard.
You can hear that rough voice from his father, Tiafimo. And you heard it say it's a blowout. There is supreme confidence in the corner of Lopez. There always is. In that last round, he landed 4 power shots in that last round. But before he fights, he's already landed 11 overall. Lopez has landed 38.
Almost gonna have to go that distance. Stay confident right there. That distance and be in range like that and still be on.
Kanina pa nakukulo eh.
Flash Now Lopez coming in with his head. Watch the head look here. Watch your head.
Boom.
It may have been seen on the first half. This will turn into a fight. He's not just going to give the belts away.
Now you see Lomo pressing on the gas a little bit. He's fighting with urgency because he's behind it. He knows he only has something to trying to make everybody.
Right hand by Lopez.
And if you're Lopez, you got to stand your ground and not this long. Take it over. Like the real way Lopez. I said anytime Lomo trying to get the angles, step around with him. You see it again. Step with him.
Split the guard with the right hand. Things have changed. Now he's stepping to TV.
Sabayan na. Maganda laban. Subscribe na kayo, guys! Subukan tayo pagka hindi kayo nag-subscribe! Kaya nga, sarapan na! Sino si ano? Ano po na naman? Shoot!
Go back into the kitchen.
Lopez can't abandon the jab. He's got to continue to use that. That's what's got him on the scorecard. He hasn't been control of his fight right now.
Right hand Lopez are good. Looking for that right uppercut again. Remember, he had successful uppercuts there. By far the most entertaining
Nice.
down round number 8. Things change.
Nice one.
Beautiful combination right here. Lomachenko has finally found his mark. I believe that the key is pressure. He must pressure Lopez. Get him on his back foot. Don't allow him to extend with those arms. He needs to take chances now. Get aggressive like he's doing. That's the reason why he's very right here. Because he got aggressive and he didn't allow Lopez to think into sound like.
Here's how things have changed in that 8th round. Prior to that, Lomachenko didn't have a single round where he had 4-digit reconnects. He was 19 of 48 heavyweights. He was 10 of 20 power punches. Let's see if he stays a little aggressive here. Round number 9, winner take all, 4 belts. Lopez comes out with
Just like that, sometimes you're ready, sometimes you won't. But it'll get you in range. Stay tight and let your hands go. Get out of range and then reset and do it again. You can't play on the outside.
Lopez having thanks for all the now, it is
And I told Lomachenko said, I need him to establish that jab, get inside behind that jab, throw combination, not single shots.
He just pushed back against Lomachenko. That is exactly what his father wanted him to do. After that 8th round, he said he did it again. He said when he comes in like that, push him back.
You see, Lomo's in range. He's holding his shots go. He's got body shots, he's got short uppercuts, and right hooks, but he's not throwing the punches when he's in range.
Why is that, Trey? Is it because of the danger that exists opposite him? That he wants to be coming back?
That's exactly what it is. Trust me, if Lomo felt like he was in control, he would take the game. He would throw more shots. He's not comfortable yet.
Check left hand. Oh, there's a good jab.
something harm's way to get the job done.
And let me tell you something. If he has to sell out offensively, this is going to be an incredibly entertaining stretch run for the undisputed status.
Tonight we will see Lopez had this out tonight. Loma's going to test it.
The Loma champion not going to give way. He is looking to pull the trigger on these uppercuts. Lomachenko has to punch again. He has to step in. And that is dangerous against a power puncher who, by the way, is showing very good boxing skill tonight.
Lopez, this is not the time to mentally go to sleep. That punch is taken there.
This is not most TFP will have that dynamite in the right hand. They didn't think about this. The athleticism, the quickness, the boxing IQ. Looking for that right uppercut again. Fun to see Lomachenko with a offensive desire. Because of what Teofimo Lopez put forward.
Loma's starting to be getting his rest right here, and it all starts with that lead jab. Lopez out of position with that shot, that lead shot. Nice follow up here by Lomachenko. This is the signature shot that Lopez loves to land, typically with the right hand. This time he switched up and went with the left. Not a big shot, but certainly got Loma's attention.
I think it has to be getting the attention of the judges. The stoic father, the stoic trainer keeps it simple with the instructions. Just keep the combinations over and over again. Since he started doing that in the 7th round, he has found success, and you can make a strong argument that he has retained the last 3 rounds. He only had the 2nd round pushed out, but the last 3 rounds, you can mark down the ledger for Lomachenko. Not that Lopez is still on. Lomachenko has had to come on. Round number 10.
This is why you want to see a lot of unification in the sport, at least advance and a lot of undisputed championships because it's not easy. You're risking everything. You could get knocked out, you could get caught, might get embarrassed. And oftentimes, guys don't get this far.
But give credit for these two because the Mayweather era when it was about managing the business of boxing. This is about boxing and boxing. Well done by both men for taking this fight.
One area is neglecting is the body of Lomachenko. I told you guys earlier, if you got a guy that's going in being aggressive, you start getting down to the body, you should start protecting that rib cage. Some big shots right now from Lopez. Starting to play some shots, and they start to get heavy. You see that wear and tear right now. Just a winner. You see a guy who's not used to losing. He's not going to move easily. He's going to talk about that. You see him right now. Trying to get respect. And maintain the respect that you earned in the earlier race. Can't get it up right now just because one decides he wants to come up. The championship boxing is all right. Moments like this. How bad you want it. That's what it comes down to. You can see he belongs in the ring with Lomachenko. He's doing very well. But now we got to fight down on that mouthpiece.
That's right.
Close the show.
Left hand right to the midsection, right hand to the body. Teofimo, both guys trading, both guys want to get there. Loma gets into the pocket, fires off a combination.
More discipline by Lopez. You know, he keeps his hands up. He can easily block those shots if he brings his hands up.
Oh!
You be the judge. Let's see.
There it goes. But when you got Loma pulling away like that,
Russell, the referee, has refereed 570 professional bouts. He was the referee for one Lomachenko fight, his pro debut. Last 3 rounds, we have seen an offensive uptick. Andre from Vasily Lomachenko. Take us through it.
See Loma coming with that right.
Guys, subscribe ha.
To keep Lopez off of him. Lopez just missed that uppercut. Then you see Loma coming forward with his signature punches, leading with that left, coming back with the swivel right. Then we see the jab again. And Lopez is trying to block those shots, but they're coming fast and they're coming at awkward angles. And that's just a mental lapse right there for Lopez. You know, I talked about him not falling asleep right now. He's got to maintain his mental focus until my round is over. He can't give up these rounds.
Listen, Teofimo Lopez came out and did exactly what he wanted to do early on. And we think it was pretty easy to score. But you could make the same argument for the back half of this fight as we arrive at the championship rounds. 6 minutes to decide it. So, Dre, your scorecard reads exactly the way that I just described it. It's now 5 rounds apiece according to Andre Ward. Of course, what matters is what is said with Tim Cheatham, Julian Letterman, and Steve Weisfeld, the 3 judges here.
Everything is riding on these next 2 rounds from both fights.
and as you can see, the experience of Lomachenko is very starting to take the limits. He's been here before. Lopez doesn't know.
Look at these exchanges here. And you think they want it? Lopez step to each other again. Loma gets right to him. Lopez, of course, will fire off that right hand that can change everything in a moment.
Loma can't forget the body. When Lopez is on the ropes like that, the midsection is wide open. Lopez is exhausted right now. Loma's stepping on that gas, and you can see he's letting those straight punches.
He said, I want to take him to the deep waters where he hasn't been. I want to drown him there. These are the championship rounds where the best does that.
Hurt Lopez right there. You see him trying to get himself together.
You can see where perhaps he's swung around the eye. Lopez as well. Lomachenko right into it immediately. Closing that gap with short left hand and overhand right as well. And then an up jab.
Listen to me. You can rest tomorrow. Lopez needs to back down right now. Lomachenko's putting it on him. Lomachenko's looking for a knockout, gentlemen. He's looking to stop Lopez.
Big 11th round here for Lomachenko. Right hand to the body for Lopez.
Lopez is still going and he's still dangerous. Man, don't mistake about it.
But he's not doing enough, Trey. And then that big miss right there took a lot of steam out of Lopez.
Lomachenko, that southpaw jab. There's a body shot. Left hand to the body from Lomachenko. And that's a breaking loss for him.
You said the first couple rounds that this is what Loma had to do to have success. He's close the distance, take the risk. He's getting hit. He's willing to get hit so he can get his offense off. Well, Lopez is a little bit tired. Lopez is tired. So all the steam off his punches now. So Loma doesn't feel that dirty.
Remember we talked about how exhausting it is to just be in there thinking about every moment. Focus on attentiveness for every second against Lomachenko. Now you see what it looks like. He has committed to that from the start. There's a good 11 from Lomachenko, but a good finish to it from Lopez as he's stalking close here. We have 1 round to go in a razor-thin close fight to see who champion.
Don't you let them know. It's not that round. You don't need to point it up to it. Okay, last round. 3 rounds.
The last 4 rounds from LOMA have been sheer will. And you can see him pressing the issue, doing what he has to do to land shots like that. He's in the line of fire right now. He's in the danger zone, but he's still letting his shots go. He's getting there first. He's starting the combination, and he's ending the combinations. And Lopez is landing combinations, or excuse me, shots, but they're far and few in between.
According to CompuBox, it was the best round that Lomachenko had. He was 29 of 62. He landed 19 power punches. Those are highs for Lomachenko in the night. 12th and final round. Winner takes all. First half was Teofimo Lopez. Second half has been Vasil Lomachenko. This will decide 3 minutes for history.
Dream about moments like this in the young kid coming out, a fight basically being even going into the last round, and you envision yourself finding a way to pull it out. I want to see who finds a way to pull it out in this 12th round.
And Ted, can you imagine this fight will take place in front of 20,000 next door to the arena, or Madison Square Garden, or Staples, going the world to start a 12th round? But it's just now. It's just 100 people here at both protected by the Chamber of Truth. And this is the way we're going to do it.
But now, what do they think and what are they saying in the corner of Lopez? Teofimo Lopez's father said, "You're winning this fight. Just stay there and focus." But it looks like the son is not trusting that he's going out to win this fight. This is Andre 10 Lucas.
There's reason to believe that. Andre's go right hand work from Lopez. He is laying down. He wants it. Lomachenko sets to and fires off. One single moment in this 12th round could sway things. This 12th round could be the decider. We could be seeing a draw. We could be seeing something where a body shot swings it, just landed against Lopez. And he gets down with the left hand. Up top of the left hook. Fires a straight right.
Body language, it can be everything in this round. Body language, what's it more? Sometimes that sways the judge. Lopez is definitely one of the first half of that round. Doing a great exhibition of power, speed, skill. Let's see if he can close the show. Or LOMA is going to step on the gas. You know LOMA stepping on the gas.
And now 60 seconds to see if he can become an undisputed the first world heavyweight champion.
That's the moment right here.
Right hand trying to touch it. Oh, his hand comes in. That's what success here. Teofimo Lopez. That's punch of the back half of the fight right there. Oh, he's got him hurt. Look at this. Teofimo Lopez on the go against Lomachenko. There's no doubt about this 12th round right now. It's a gentleman. You get a man watching. Over there. What did he care? It's the cut on the way back. He had complete momentum Listen, 10 seconds considered what he did in this 12th round. Just coasting to his bank for Teofimo. Lost words. How many minutes a second? He didn't hear the clap. He didn't hear the clap. Flash ahead opens up the call. Final 10 seconds to take it home. Power surge by Teofimo Lopez in the 12th round. A very close fight that will head to the scorecards to decide it. Well done. Blood streaming down the face of the Brooklyn Teofimo Lopez. Vasil Lomachenko close to the limit. Let's talk about the judges for a moment. Steve Weisfeld has judged 3 Lomachenko fights. one Lopez fight. He is a veteran judge from New Jersey. He has judged over 2,000 fights. He is widely considered to be one of the premier judges in the world. He's done fights with
Guys, we're a success, guys. Salamat. Thank you for watching. Just please, subscribe. Yun lang po ang request ko sa inyo. Till next time, guys. We will just wait for a decision and we will end the stream.
He just won the world title fight last week, the victory for Emmanuel Navarrete. And Julie Letterman is the daughter of the late Harold Letterman. She has judged 694 bouts, one time for Lomachenko, one time for Lopez, and one time for Timothy Bradley.
Mag-i-stream po tayo every kapag may mga magagandang fight. No problem.
Let's look at your scorecard.
Just subscribe. And click the the bell para updated kayo.
Very easy to judge. There is no doubt that he won the 12th round. The middle and late round, when Lomachenko decided to be offensive. Was it enough? Do we have a upset here? Is the 23-year-old Brooklyn-born Teofimo Lopez, with what he did in that 12th round, the new superstar of the sport? Or can Vasily Lomachenko get what he always wanted to have? Undisputed status. What a fight. Let's find out right now and hear from the three judges.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, after 12 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Tim Cheatham scores the bout 116-112. Julie Letterman scores the bout 119-109. Steve Weisfeld scores the bout 117-111. For your winner by unanimous decision. And now, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, the Takeover, Teofimo! Just beat Vasily Lomachenko. As he always does, he is the undisputed
Nagkanutuan, masyadong malayo yung score, mga guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Just like and subscribe. And just click the bell para pag may bago tayong live fights, naka-alert kayo. Bye, guys!